good evening one and all. You join us for this T20 match between the Chennai Super Kings and the Punjab Kings. My name is Adam Gilchrist, and back again with me today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Alison. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Could have gone either way on that call, but I reckon bowling first is the sensible call. Put the batters under early pressure and hopefully get the breakthrough.
These two teams always produce some great games as we see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball. Singh has the privilege of bowling with the new ball. Umpires have signalled they're ready. Let's get this match started. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Cuts that off well in the infield. Needs to be on target. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be six. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the six.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Huge. That has flown.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Goes over the top with that shot. End of the over. The Super Kings are 1 for 16.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Well, you don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that has raced to the boundary. Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Nearly gets the edge. Taku with a great delivery there. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 1 for 27.
Another massive over of power hitting. Run rate did dip a bit, though, although I don't think they'll complain much about this start.
Great shot through the gap.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary, though. Misses everything.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Can't get that outside the ring field. No. Terrible shot. 7 runs added there. The Super Kings are 1 for 34.
Dropped off after such an amazing start, but they're still going very strong after the third over.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Smacks that away through the gap. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run out.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Couldn't get it through the field. He'll be mighty pleased with that stroke. The fielders can just sit and watch that hook shot with a big smile on their face.
Well, that's a very good hook shot. Onto the shorter ball quickly and has hit that well over the boundary.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Straight to the fielder. Needs to be on target. Pinged off the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come.
Found the middle of the bat, great timing, lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Got that away nicely.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Tripathi has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Tripathi waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
That is a textbook on drive. Sees the ball just drift, times it well, and it races to the boundary.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
Another massive over. They've set up their team with an incredible platform now.
Goes over the top with that shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Late cut, straight to the fielder. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Was quick onto that in the infield. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. End of the over, time for a little more freedom in the field.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Oh, what a brilliant catch. Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Big edge. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Super Kings are 3 for 74.
Very good batting after the power play. They've really committed to keeping up with that attacking mentality. Looking to get 200 plus, possibly.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. Two straight and punch through the leg side. Smacks that away through the gap. Good pick up, big chance. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Good fielding out in the boundary. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. Drilled that one away.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot. Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Super Kings are 3 for 91. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Goes over the top with that shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Nice shot. Straight to gully.
Got onto that so early. The cut shots in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Jensen shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Wow, that's missed a lot. Eleven runs added there. The Super Kings are 3 for 102. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Nearly gets the edge. Stoinis with a great delivery there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. And caught. That's just superb. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Jensen from the south end. Misses everything. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
Finds the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful delivery. No chance for the fielders.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
For 121.
Great shot.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Got that away nicely.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Tripathi gets plenty from these bowlers.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Brevis, taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today.
End of
15 runs out of there. The Super Kings are 4 for 136.
136.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Bra, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the south end. Shot, finds the gap with that one.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Lovely shot, got back quickly and finds the gap.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Tripathi is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. Beats the field with a great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Lovely bit of batting. The century comes up, and really that has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Couldn't get it through the field. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
That ball has raced away. Fabulous footwork. The balance was perfect to get onto the back foot so easily.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground. Jensen, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the north end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Gets that away.
Solid shot, really well played. The ball was just a little short, and that was a great shot off the back foot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Off the middle of the bat.
Not much wrong with that delivery. Really just a good shot in the end.
That's the over. The Super Kings are 4 for 166. Going with pace now.
The right armour is coming into the attack.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Oh, whack. Picked the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Didn't time it at all and mid on with an easy catch.
The dismissed batsman caught out for 112. The batting team are now on 5 for 172.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Dhoni waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Super Kings are 5 for 176.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Going with spin now. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Great shot, through the gap. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Good pick up, big chance. End of the over. The Super Kings are 5 for 192.
For 192.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Stoinis from the south end. Crack. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Take that. Pivoted onto the back foot and launched it for 6.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Whipped off the legs and away goes the ball. Fine leg, no chance. And a great catch in the crowd.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Dhoni, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Wow. Power off the front foot. Goes all the way.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Jeez, timed that well.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Oh, there you go. And no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
A very professional innings this. Passes 50 and certainly be looking to push on.
How will the bowler respond?
Drilled that one away. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Needs a direct hit. Gone. Great catch. Great take by Gully. What a fantastic bit of fielding. The bowler is ecstatic.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
For 231, the left-handed batsman is coming in at number 8 for the Chennai Super Kings.
Good fielding out in the boundary. whacked away.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. 14 runs added there. The Super Kings are 6 for 243.
Well, that was a perfect example of sustained power hitting. What a finish that was.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Can't get that outside the ring field.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary. How will he reply? Four runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Singh is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Well, with shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100's up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort. Just need to adjust the run-up.
Singh needs to get their run-up sorted. It's all gone horribly wrong with that last delivery. They're normally much better than this. Whacks the free hit away. The fielder coming around to cut it off, perhaps. Caught, and that's stuck. Short fine leg with a brilliant catch. Well done. That was a tough chance.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
And that's the end of the innings. The Super Kings have set a target of 265 runs. This is a massive total to chase. You have to stay positive, but the openers are going to have to get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in.
Going more defensive now with the field choice.
Great commitment. Edge, but it drops safely. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Bolden, straight through. Good swing coming back in.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to... Coming to bat after the fall of a wicket. This could be out. And out. 2 wickets. 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. End again. See you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Ahmed, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Doesn't beat the infield. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Down the ground, but hits the stumps. Unlucky there, but they should scamper through for a cheeky single. And finds the inside edge. Well bowled. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Punjab are 2 for 11.
They just dropped off a bit that second over. Need to maintain the intensity.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
A change in the field, more emphasis on deep defence.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over, 5 off it. Punjab are 2 for 16.
2 for 16.
Ahmed from the south end. Cuts that off well in the infield. Perfectly timed.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Dhoni, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
That's the over. Punjab are 2 for 27. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. misses everything. Got that away nicely.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Seven runs added in that over. Punjab are 2 for 34. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Oh, well, don't even bother running.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
A bit of a change-up in the... field now. That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Smacks that away through the gap. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Punjab are 2 for 49. Jadeja from the south end. Bowling fielders look really confident. Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Swept away but finds the fielder. Seven runs added there. Punjab are 2 for 56.
2 for 56.
Ashwin, the spinner, coming into the attack.
The spinner.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Drilled that one away. Was quick onto that in the infield. 6 runs out of there. Punjab are 2 for 62. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Bang! Bowled. Just stunning bowling.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. We'll have to head back to the pavilion.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. Quick to take guard and face up. The bowler looks really confident. And finds the inside edge. Well bowled. Four runs added in the over. Punjab are 3 for 66.
Well, there is a saying, you can't direct the wind, but you can change your sails. It might be time to accelerate if they want to have a chance still.
Great shot through the gap.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the over. Punjab are 3 for 74.
Required run rate is climbing. They're hovering around 6 to 7 and over. They need to start taking some risks. It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Chance to run 2. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4. That's out. Caught. Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Doesn't beat the infield.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. The Super Kings has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. 7 runs added in that over. Punjab are 4 for 89.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that. Wadhira, taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Good fielding out in the boundary. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Lots of pressure coming in the bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Ahmad from the south end. Got that away nicely. Swept away but finds the fielder. This could be trouble. Gone. Caught.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Misses. How did that not hit? End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Punjab are 6 for 108.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rate has climbed.
Patirana has been going really well here. Comes back on from the north end. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Dhoni, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Really good scoring. That 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary. Going a bit more conservative with this field.
Got him. That's the one they wanted. Full swinging and straight through.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Straight to the fielder. With the completion of that fine over, the batters are going to have to take some risks from here on in.
For 123.
Jadeja, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Goes over the top with that shot.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Nicked it. Jadeja with a huge appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That's a confident appeal. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. End of the over. 4 runs coming off it. Punjab 7 for 127.
127.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. They've gone up here. Onto that early. That could be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. No. Terrible shot. A great over and a good chance that's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters. Patirana, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end.
The field's providing a bit more support. For the bowler, the captain giving them some leeway.
Patirana from the south end. Finds the edge. Everyone's gone up. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Huge shot. It's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. 6, 6, 6. They've got 3 in a row now. Fabulous power, fabulous timing too.
Singh has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Got that away nicely.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again. That's a great win. It really did feel that the first innings display put enough runs on the board, and they've been
there was only one team really in it today, an exceptional display that saw a very easy win. That's all from us in the commentary box. Hope to see you again very soon.